Hey everyone, Lonnie here. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is where I talk about tech without the fluff, keeping it simple, smart, and straight to the point so you are one step ahead. So let's dive in.
Phishing. Phishing is the most common attack on the internet. You get an email that looks legit. Maybe it's from your bank, your streaming service, or your boss. The branding looks perfect. The email address seems right at first glance. Then the message creates panic. Your account has been compromised. Unusual activity detected. You see, click here immediately to secure your account. You click the link, enter your credentials, and congratulations. You just handed a hacker your username and password. Millions of these emails go out every day. Most people ignore them, but hackers only need a few people to fall for it. The math works in their favor. Spear phishing takes it even further. This isn't a mass email blast, this is targeted. The hacker researches you specifically. They know where you work, who your colleagues are, what projects you're on. You get an email from someone you actually know. Maybe it's your manager asking you to review a document. Maybe it's a vendor you work with regularly. The tone matches, the details are accurate, everything checks out, except it's fake. The hacker cloned the email address or compromised the real account. You open the attachment or click the link because you have no reason to be suspicious. That's what makes it so effective. Whaling. Whaling goes after the big fish, executive high-level targets with access to sensitive data or financial systems. These attacks are carefully crafted because the payoff is massive. A CEO gets an email that appears to be from their lawyer or board member. It requests an urgent wire transfer or access to confidential documents. The hacker has studied the company structure, the communication style, the relationships. One successful whaling attack can result in millions of dollars transferred directly to criminal accounts. By the time anyone realizes what happened, the money is gone. Next is malware. Malware is malicious software designed to damage systems or steal data. It gets onto your device through infected downloads, compromised websites, or malicious email attachments. Once installed, malware can do anything. It can corrupt your files, steal your information, monitor your activity, or turn your computer into part of a botnet. You might not even know it's there. Some malware sits dormant for weeks or months before activating. It waits for the right moment, collects data slowly, and avoids detection. By the time you notice something is wrong, the damage is already done. Trojan horse. Trojan horses disguise themselves as legitimate software. You download what looks like a useful program, a game, or a security update, but hidden inside is malicious code. The program might actually work as advertised, the game runs fine, the tool does what it promised, but in the background it's creating a backdoor for hackers to access your system. Trojans don't replicate themselves like viruses, they rely on you to install them voluntarily, and because they look harmless, people do exactly that. Keylogging. Keyloggers record every single keystroke you make, every password you type, every credit card number you enter, every private message you send. All of it gets captured and sent to the attacker. Some keyloggers are software-based, installed through malware. Others are physical devices plugged into your keyboard cable. Both are nearly impossible to detect without specifically looking for them. You could have perfect security habits, strong passwords, careful browsing, but if a keylogger is recording everything, none of that matters. The hacker sees it all in real time. Ransomware. Ransomware encrypts all your files and demands payment for the decryption key. Your documents, photos, databases, everything becomes inaccessible. A message appears, pay up or lose your data forever. Hospitals have been shut down by ransomware. Schools have lost years of records. Businesses have paid millions just to get their systems back online. And even when victims pay, there's no guarantee they'll actually receive the decryption key. The attacks are automated. Hackers cast a wide net, infecting thousands of systems at once. Most victims are just unlucky. They clicked the wrong email or visited a compromised website at the wrong time. Brute force attacks try every possible password combination until one works. Modern computers can test millions of passwords per second. If your password is short or common, it's getting cracked fast. Hackers use specialized software that systematically works through possibilities. They start with common passwords, dictionary words, and known patterns. Password 123 gets cracked in seconds. I love you 1 doesn't last much longer. The only defense is length and complexity, but even strong passwords eventually fall to brute force if given enough time. That's why account lockouts and rate limiting exist. Man in the middle. Man-in-the-middle attacks intercept communication between two parties. You think you're talking directly to your bank's website, but actually every message is passing through the attacker first. This happens on unsecured networks, coffee shop Wi-Fi, airport connections, any public hotspot where traffic isn't encrypted. The hacker positions themselves between you and the internet, reading everything you send and receive. They can steal passwords, inject malicious code, or modify the data in transit. You see what looks like a normal browsing session. Behind the scenes, you're being completely compromised. Finally, we have SQL injection. SQL injection exploits vulnerabilities in how websites handle database queries. Hackers insert malicious SQL code into input fields like login boxes or search bars. If the website doesn't properly validate that input, the malicious code gets executed. Suddenly, the attacker can view entire databases, modify records, delete data, or even take control of the server. One successful SQL injection can expose millions of user accounts, customer data, passwords, credit card information. Everything stored in the database becomes accessible. It's one of the most dangerous web vulnerabilities out there.
If you found value in this, go ahead and give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and share it with anyone you think might need it. Thanks for sticking around to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.